Hi everyone, how are you? This is Lisa today. I'm reporting from Strawbridge Lake Park in Morristown, New Jersey. And as you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunny day. Only a few little clouds in the sky. So I figured I'll do my video outside today. And you can enjoy some of the scenery. And this is actually a park, but it's like a lake park. As a child, I used to come here with my family, and they have little areas, not where I'm sitting right now, but they have areas where you can do cookouts and kind of have a little gathering and enjoy your family that way. So this is one of our areas that we used to come to. There's a waterfall right there. It's been a while since I've been here, but I got a front row seat today. So I'm going to share it with you. And I know the last few days we've been talking about persistence and, you know, the characteristics of persistence and what it takes to get to your goals and your dreams and how to continue on and break through the struggles and keep on moving. So we've been talking about a lot with persistence. Well, today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about people that have a lack of persistence and the characteristics. There are a lot of them. So we'll go through them. I'll try to make it as quick as I can, and I'll try to give you a view as I'm talking. That way you don't get too sidetracked. But anyway, basically the lack of persistence is the enemy of noteworthy achievement. It is here will not only you will find the symptoms of weakness, of persistence, but of the deeply seated subconscious causes of the weakness. So there are reasons, my friends, there are reasons why people get weak. And there are these characteristics that certain people possess and have. To cause them not to persist, to fail. You know, when one thing comes up that goes wrong, they don't continue. You know, no matter what battle you're choosing to, you're choosing not to go on, and it's a problem. And in order for you to be successful and to get what you want out of life and to prosper and to have an abundance in life and to live on purpose, you have to be capable of mastering all of the characteristics that I'm going to go over with you. You have to go through them one by one because they take time. You know, it's not something that you can digest in a minute or two or whatever, but you have to write them all down. And once you write them all down, you have to check off each one of them. You want to be a success. You want to continue on. You know, nothing is perfect. Nothing's going to be easy. And you just have to learn to persist. So what keeps people from doing that is failure to recognize and clearly define exactly what you want. You know, if you talk to people day to day, they're just kind of going to their 9 to 5 and they're kind of just going along with the whole humdrum of their life. And there's no purpose. They don't know what they want. They're just taking on society's norms that says, hey, I'm just going to my 9 to 5 because someone told me I had to work for a living for another company and build their dreams. So basically, they're living someone else's dream instead of defining what they really want. Number 2 is procrastination. With or without cause. Alibis are excuses, my friends. Don't use them. And one specifically that was brought up was an excuse or an alibi that people use for not persisting. They want things to be perfect. And that's per Paul Hutchings this morning, or yesterday on the phone call. Was it yesterday? No, it was today. I'm losing track of days. So it was today on the call, and he said that perfectionism is not a good excuse to not persist. everything does not have to be perfect the first time around. You get a plan, you stick with it, and if you need to tweak it to perfection or tweak it to where it's going to work for you, then you're going to be successful, and you're going to continue on, and you're going to persist through, you know, the hard times and the struggle. You know, there is no victory without struggle. Number 3 is the lack of interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. You have to get out there and learn the literature. There's so many different areas that you can get into now. You know, Google is your best friend basically for different knowledge about different things, but you definitely have to check your sources, because remember, not everything on the internet is true. So make sure you have reliable counsel and reliable information, and it comes from a studied source. Number 4 is indecision. Let me see. People have a habit of passing the buck on to others for every occasion, instead of facing their issues squarely in the face. You know, you get into a lot of passing the buck, and it really doesn't help you persist, because you don't get done what you need to get done because you're asking someone else to do it. Oh, looks like we have a fisher guy over here joining us by the waterfall. Okay, so anyway, number 6 is self-satisfaction. And there's little remedy for this, and no hope for those suffering from this. Unfortunately, self-satisfaction, if you're never satisfied, you're not going to persist in doing what you got to do. Number 7 is indifference. Usually, it's reflected in one's ability to compromise with other people. On all occasions, they might meet opposition and fight it. I mean, you know, you have to be able to understand that. You know, you just can't not have a compromising attitude while you're trying to persist through what you have to do. So don't be indifferent. It's not going to get you anywhere with persistence. Number 8 is the habit of blaming others for their mistakes, and also accepting unfavored circumstances just for being unavoidable. Now, this is easy to understand. Everyone blames their economic situation on the government, on economy, on, you know, their life and what happened to them, and you know, they're a victim status. Well, you know what? You got to sometimes pull up your big girl panties or big boy panties and take charge of your own life. You really do. So don't blame others because of your certain situation and your circumstances that you're in. If they're bad situations, it's not going to get you anywhere. Number 9 is the weakness of desire. This is due to neglect in the motives that entail you to the specific action. There really has to be a very, very strong desire for you to continue to persist. So don't lack a weak desire. Before you begin any endeavor, know your purpose, know your desire, and keep that in mind when the hard times come through. Number 10 is willingness, even eagerness to quit at the first sign of defeat based on one or more basic fears. And we talk about those fears in another section of the book. But really, you know, it takes, if you talk to successful people, from what I learned, they have failed over and over and over again. And, you know, it took persistence, and it took the willingness to continue and pursue through your setbacks. So don't quit at the first sign of failure. Keep on going, and you will be successful. Number 11 is the lack of an organized plan. We talked about this before. Basically, what you want to do is write down your plan. You want to place it in areas that you look at every day, maybe at your desk at work, maybe on your refrigerator at home, you know, maybe on your phone. You can write yourself a little note and set the timer on your phone, and it'll pop up as, you know, it'll give you a signal, and then you know what? You'll know what your desire is. So during the day, if you come in contact with, you know, some really difficult issues, well, that'll pop up. And you know what it'll do? It'll keep you pushing through. It'll keep you persisting through those difficult times. So number 12, we're going to talk about the habit of neglecting to move on with ideas or to grasp opportunity when it presents itself. A lot of people have a hard time jumping into an opportunity because they're unsure. Now, if you have opportunities right in front of you, you get the correct counsel, the correct knowledge and the information, and from there, you take off with that opportunity, especially if it's going to give you freedom, give you prosperity, give you the life that you want. And number 13 is pretty easy. It's just wishing instead of willing, and that's obvious on what that is. Number 14 is the habit of compromising with poverty instead of aiming for riches. So basically that's just telling you to don't limit yourself. Don't be okay with the, regular everyday lifestyle. Think big, dream big, and visualize riches in your hands and anything else that you want to attain. Just visualize what you want to attain. And you know what? You'll get it. Number 15 is searching for a shortcut to riches. Basically, it's a get without giving. I know a lot of people in the business that I'm in think it's a scam and they think they can, be a success overnight. Well, with me doing all this personal development and speaking with people, I never believed that personally because I have that knowledge and I'm reality-based. It is what you put into it. It's, what you have to develop yourself. You have to develop your mind. You have to take daily actions in order to be successful. So no shortcuts, friends. It doesn't work. Don't believe that hype. Now, number 16 is the fear of criticism, which is the final and last one. Basically, a lot of people are scared. They're scared because they don't want to make the plans and they don't want to do the actions because they're worried about what other people think and what, they worry about the opinions of others instead of the counsel of those that know. And you know what? Fear is the biggest factor for people not reaching their prime in their life and having freedom and doing what they want to do. So my friends, I have brought you everything that you needed today to avoid, the failures and everything that you can do to try. Actually, how about do? We're not going to just try. We're gonna do that. We're gonna forget the habits of the unpersistent person. They're not good, and they will not take you where you want to be. So I hope you all have enjoyed Strawbridge Lake. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to continue to enjoy it. And if you guys are interested in anything, whether it be personal development or friendship or business or online stuff, just hit me up on Facebook or YouTube or Google, and we can chat. And I'd like to get to know you. So this is Lisa reporting off from New Jersey, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.